The ESC Congress 2018 press program is announced today. Journalists are invited to 6 late-breaking science press conferences plus 3 press conferences with the themes, "Is this really good for you?" Challenging conventional wisdom, the ZZZs of heart health, the art of good sleeping, the mind and the heart, is cutting down on carbohydrates beneficial for health? Is good cholesterol good after all? What about endurance exercise? Maybe we should all be taking more holidays. Find the answers to "Is this really good for you?" in a dedicated press conference. Stay tuned for the Art of Good Sleeping press conference, which will reveal whether there is an ideal amount of sleep for heart health and what kind of music you should listen to before going to sleep. Discover the impact of mental status on outcomes of patients with heart disease in the press conference, The Mind and the Heart, where the hidden impact of atrial fibrillation on the brain will be discussed, and whether survival from cardiac arrest is influenced by psychiatric conditions. Professor Steen Christensen, chairperson of the ESC Media Committee, said, "Don't miss this year's press program, which is full of lifestyle tips to improve heart health. We will also present exciting late-breaking science, including the first reported findings from large clinical trials. A total of 92 late-breaking science presentations will be given, including 17 late-breaking clinical trials, 6 clinical trial updates, and 20 registries. Late-breaking sessions will also be held in interventional cardiology, pharmacological science, imaging, telemedicine, arrhythmias and electrophysiology, heart failure, and basic and translational science." Some of studies to look out for are: ARRIVE, aspirin to reduce risk of initial vascular events; ASCEND, randomized trial of aspirin versus placebo for primary cardiovascular prevention in 15,480 people with diabetes; drug-eluting stents in small vessel interventions; Camellia Timmy 61, cardiovascular and metabolic effects of lorcaserin in overweight and obese patients; thrombolysis in myocardial infarction 61, Commander HF, randomized study comparing rivaroxaban with placebo in subjects with heart failure and significant coronary artery disease following an episode of decompensated heart failure; Global Leaders Trial, high STEACS, high sensitivity troponin in patients with acute coronary syndrome; Mariner, medically ill patient assessment of rivaroxaban versus placebo in reducing post-discharge venous thromboembolism risk; the METER.FR study, a randomized controlled trial evaluating the effectiveness of percutaneous mitral valve repair in secondary mitral regurgitation and reduced left ventricular ejection fraction; PURE, association of dietary quality and risk of cardiovascular disease and mortality in more than 218,000 people from over 50 countries. ESC Congress is the world's largest meeting on cardiovascular disease. Around 31,000 healthcare professionals and 500 journalists from 150 countries are expected to attend the 5-day event. More than 500 scientific sessions will explore over 400 topics, and themed villages and original science will be presented in the abstracts, of which the best were selected from more than 11,000 submissions. Explore the scientific program. Press registration area. ESC Congress 2018 will be held at the Messe München. Enter the Congress Center using the west entrance, the main entrance for the Congress. Once your badge has been printed, you will have access to our exclusive webpage for on-site press, where you can obtain embargoed material. Press registration for ESC Congress 2018. 1. You must apply online to get 2 years of press accreditation before registering. 2. Once you are accredited by the ESC Press Office, you can register for ESC Congress 2018 as press. Press facilities and schedule. The ESC provides a fully equipped press zone and dedicated facilities for journalists attending ESC Congress 2018. This includes a press working area, a conference room and 2 interview rooms for registered press. The press conference program will begin on Saturday, the 25th of August 2018 at 10 o'clock, opening press conference, and continue throughout ESC Congress 2018. Material press releases will be available here when the embargo lifts. Embargoed press releases will be available on an exclusive webpage for on-site press. No paper versions will be available, but there will be e-printers in the press working area. Embargo rule for all studies, including late-breaking science. The embargo is lifted at the start of the scientific session in which the presentation study is scheduled. Please check the new ESC filming and recording policy and the ESC media and embargo policy. Press registration. 7 o'clock to 18:30 Tuesday the 28th of August, 7 o'clock to 18:30 Wednesday the 29th of August, 8 o'clock to 12:00. Getting to Messe, München. ESC Congress 2018 is being held at the Messe München. Please use the west entrance. The closest airport is Munich Airport. The nearest metro station is Messestadt West. See the travel options from the airport and city center to the Congress venue.